In the last few weeks, a lot of pieces have come out saying that John Kasich may run against Donald Trump in the 2020 Republican primary, or that maybe he's going to come out and run as an independent against Donald Trump and whatever Democratic challenger is out there. This week, there was a piece on Raw Story talking about the fact that Jeff Flake may actually end up primarying Donald Trump in 2020. The evidence that they show was that Jeff Flake from Arizona is actually traveling to New Hampshire in the coming days to kind of get a feel for things. So it seems likely and very possible that somebody like Jeff Flake or John Kasich could break precedent and actually challenge a sitting president to a presidential primary as we head towards 2020. I hope that happens, but it's not going to make any difference even if it does. Here's the thing that Republican politicians, I should say, don't understand. Donald Trump is not the problem. Donald Trump is the symptom of your party. The problem is your alt-right base. The problem is that for decades, your party has been sowing the seeds of racism throughout your party, sexism, hatred of all non-white English-speaking people. And now the chickens have come home to roost. And that's why you ended up with a guy like Donald Trump. When we look in terms of policy, Republican policy, Donald Trump has not done anything different from what any other Republican would have done. When you go back and look at all of those Republicans that were on the stage during those 2015 primary debates for the Republicans, not a single one of them would have done anything differently than what Donald Trump has done today. That tax cut package, that still would have passed. Lack of action on gun control, we'd be in the same boat. The Muslim ban, yeah, probably still would have happened. Maybe Rand Paul wouldn't have done that, but who knows? The rest of them on that stage, 100%, they were all for it. They want to ban women from being able to have access to abortions. They want to defund Planned Parenthood as a further assault on women. This is a Republican problem, not a Trump problem. The only difference is that every other Republican tries to kind of scale it back and look a little professional from time to time, while Donald Trump doesn't care and he'll just say whatever stupid thing pops into his head. He doesn't have a filter. That is the only thing that separates him from the rest of the Republican Party. So when I say that having somebody like Flake or Kasich primary Donald Trump, that it's not going to make a difference, it won't. First of all, because they're not going to win. Because they don't understand that the base is the problem and the base loves Donald Trump. The general public, not so much. Democrats and independents, not big fans of him. And they're also not big fans of his policies. But keep in mind that those policies will not change under a different Republican president because Trump has done everything that any other Republican would already do. Flake is no different. Kasich is no different. Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, they're all the same. The only difference is they have a better filter when it comes to stopping themselves from saying the stupidest, most bullish things that pop into their head, unlike Donald Trump. And they think that his bully mentality is the only thing that people in this country don't like. And that is why it doesn't matter who wins the Republican nomination. It's gonna be Trump because none of those other people stand a chance because they don't understand what's happened to their own party. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here on Ring of Fire, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. You can see the little subscribe button down there, but if you're watching it on another device where you can't see it, go to youtube.com/TheRingOfFire, hit subscribe, be notified every time we get a new video.